The Attleboro Land Trust is working hard to get the community active in exploring the natural habitats of the area. The Land Trust manages hundreds of acres of land in Attleboro, all dedicated to preserving nature and wildlife. They held their annual meeting last week, which centered on ways of getting the youth and schools active in exploring these conservation lands. We spoke with Attleboro Land Trust President Ted Leach about the event.
Thank you very much. I'm Ted Leach. I'm the current president of the Attleboro Land Trust. My wife, Debbie Leach, and Charlie Adler and I founded the Land Trust back in 1990, and it is super gratifying to see that we've grown to the point where we have a great crowd like this turning out for our annual meeting, which we had our annual public meeting tonight at the beautiful Attleboro Art Museum. And we're so thrilled also that the Land Trust has now grown from no land at all at the beginning to now we have approximately 450 acres of land on many, many different reservations around the town of Attleboro. And tonight's presentation was by one of our board members, Missy Riley, who's just put together a wonderful booklet with maps of each of our properties and the trails on the properties and descriptions of birds and animals and plants that you would be likely to see on each of those trails. It's our great hope that you'll all bring your children and your grandchildren out for a walk in our woods, because we think it's very, very important to the way kids grow up today to get them into the woods, because sadly our kids now spend much more time watching TV and video games and playing with computers than they do walking out in the woods the way people did who were my age anyway. And it turns out that scientific research has shown that really and truly it's very important to their psyches, to their development, and also to their attainment of success later in life, to be grounded in nature and have a comfort with the world around them that you can only have if you're comfortable out in the wilds and out in the woods. And there's nothing more inspiring than nature to get kids interested in science and all those things that are so important. And also, if we don't have kids interested in the woods, we won't have another generation protecting the woods. And it's so important for the other things that our survival depends on, because we're just at the top of the food chain. We're not the whole food chain. So it's important to our survival as a human species to have wild lands and wild plants and trees that produce the oxygen that we need to breathe all around us. And here in Attleboro, it's so exciting in a city that's had such a large industrial past to have so much land that's so beautiful right within walk of downtown. The Larson Woodlands actually are just steps away from North Main Street. So I hope you'll come take a walk in our woods in the Attleboro Land Trust, and please become a member and support the Attleboro Land Trust, because we need everyone in our community, and North Attleboro is now part of our charge as well. So we're looking forward to getting our first properties in North Attleboro and helping to conserve land there as well.
Hi, I'm Missy Riley. I'm a new member of the Attleboro Land Trust, and tonight at the annual meeting, we presented and distributed our new booklet called Take a Walk in the Woods, a trail book for children and their families. My PowerPoint presentation tonight was a walk through the woods. We went to all of our sites, all of our properties, and I mentioned several of the activities in the booklet, pointing out things that the kids should notice when they're walking, so they're not walking without a purpose. The booklet does not give a lot of information, rather it poses a lot of questions. We want the kids to discover the woods for themselves. We're hoping to work with the schools. We are in a pre-planning stage right now. We definitely want to bring our booklet into the schools and provide nature education. More and more kids are going into microbiology, they're going into computer sciences. Fewer and fewer are going into natural history. We're trying to change that. We're trying to get kids more interested in visiting the woods. So We have not sat down with the teachers yet, but we are here. The Attleboro Land Trust is a resource for programming. The Attleboro City Conservation Agent is ready, and Tara Henrichon over at Oak Knoll Sanctuary is ready too. We'd like to lead an effort in getting our kids more connected with nature. One of the things that I found while planning the booklet is there's a lot more wildlife in Attleboro than people would think. When you hear Attleboro, you think of an urban city, but we have tremendous wildlife and wildlife habitat right here in Attleboro. We're placing our booklet around town. I'm hoping that you do get a chance to pick one up. They will be at the Public Library, City Hall, the Ugly Dog Bookstore, the Chamber of Commerce, in as many places as we can find to place them. If you're interested in the booklet, you can check our website, drop me a line at the website, and I'll be glad to give you one of the books. The goal is to get kids involved with nature. The Land Trust has preserved the land. Now it's time to get kids out on the land